are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Aloha, my sunshines. Thanks for joining me today on Storytime with Tutu Malia. Today's book is a story from China called 7 Magic Orders.
With beautiful illustrations by Y.T. Mui, story adaptation by Shan Mui, and edited by Ruth Tabra.
As you can see, the book is really old, but it's also really loved. My children loved when I read this book to them, and I hope that you do too.
The land of Tao Yuen had never known war. The people were at peace with themselves and nature, in harmony with all that lived and grew. Their emperor, Yan Ta, was loved and respected. He gave to and took from his land in equal measure. In return, the gods of the celestial heavens blessed him with long life, health, riches, wisdom, and a keen sense of right behavior. He was willing to accept and live life as it was, to fill each passing moment with gratitude. The people of Tao Yuen honored Yan Ta by living in his way and by celebrating their emperor's name. The land of Tao Yuen was utopia, the land of the blossoming peach trees. One morning, an unexpected eclipse blackened the sun. Flowers and birds behaved as if it were night. Dogs howled. Children cried in fear. A bad omen, warned the astrologers. That afternoon, a sweat-stained horseman arrived at court. His message was rushed to the emperor. Barbarians are approaching from the north. Tao Yuen will soon be under attack. Of all in the court, only Yan Ta remained calm. Now he understood the omen. How much time do we have? Perhaps 8 days, the horseman replied. We will need help quickly, but from where? An old man spoke. Your Celestial Highness, in the country of Yan Mo are many warriors. Yan Mo is your cousin. The old man speaks wisely, said the first minister. But there is not enough time to get a message to Yan Mo. There is one way, said the emperor, the Forbidden Pass. But your highness, no man who has gone that way has ever been seen again. The monster demon Tai Tai guards that pass. Then the old man spoke. There is one man in your kingdom with the courage to attempt the journey. You know him well. His name is Cheng Shun. Everyone knows Cheng Shun, said the first minister. Even as a child, he showed courage and daring. And in childhood as now, he and the beautiful Chin-kit were inseparable. During the Great Flood, reminded the old man, it was Cheng Shun with his strength and quick thought who saved many lives. I know of him, said the emperor. I will ask him to do this for Tao Yuen. Within the hour, the emperor himself found Cheng Shun in Chin-kit's garden. I cannot go, said Cheng Shun. Not for Tao Yuen, not for anyone. Tomorrow is my wedding day. Twice he refused. I ask you one last time, but I shall not expect an answer until morning. And with those words, the emperor left. It was late. The first stars glimmered in the sky. Look, said Chin-kit, those stars that were once two lovers, shepherd boy and spinning girl. They put their love above all else and were banished to opposite sides of the heavens. Now they can meet only once a year when the myna birds make a bridge for them. For a long time, Changshun was silent. You are right. I must go. I will go with you, said Chinkit. At dawn, Changshun prepared for their journey. The emperor gave him a suit of armor. Changshun chose a white stallion for himself and a sturdy mare for Chinkit. Banners flying, all the people of Tao Yuen came to see them on their way. The throng was touched by the sight of the young lovers and by the thought that they might never see them again. For 2 days and 2 nights, Changshun and Chinkit traveled toward the unknown mountains. The air grew oppressive. Danger seemed to lurk from behind each jagged outcrop of rock, to threaten from every stunted, twisted tree. Clouds hid the sun. Suddenly, a rock struck the ground between their horses. Stay back! Changshun warned Chinkit. He leaped from his stallion, ready to fight. A barbarian faced him, rocks in each menacing hair-bristled hand. Changshun threw himself on the creature, youth and quickness against brute strength. When the barbarian lay lifeless at his feet, Changshun remounted. Chinkit, he called. He looked back. Where Chinkit had been, a tendril of smoke curved into the sky. Her mare pawed the earth, riderless. Changshun spun around. The body of the barbarian had vanished. In its place sat a woman of such beauty that Changshun gasped. Staring at her, he did not notice the 4 demons carrying her palanquin. Chinkit is gone, she said softly. Forget her. You will never see her again. She opened a chest of jewels, enticing him. Come with me, Changshun. All this will be yours. The woman's voice, her perfume, her body tempted him. In desperation, Changshun closed his eyes. No, no, he cried. When Changshun returned to his senses, the old man stood watching him with a clear and kindly gaze. Put down your weapons, my son. Let me explain what happened. Tai Tai took Chinkit to his mountain cave. I have been tricked, roared Changshun. I will kill him. It is not that easy, said the old man. Let me show you. Come. With a stick, the old man drew 4 characters. You know what these mean. They're just words, old man. Read them again, my son. Only if you understand their meaning will you ever see Chinkit again. There is no other way. In a voice filled with emotion, Changshun read the characters aloud. Faith, obedience, kindness, love. And in that order, said the old man. Carry the message as you promised the emperor. Then return here, and I will help you find Chinkit. Early next morning, while Changshun rode into the land of Yanmo, the old man made his request in the halls of the highest celestial spirit. I entrust these to your care, said an awesome voice. One by one, 7 magic orders were handed down. Days later, a weary Changshun returned from the land of Yanmo. I have delivered the emperor's message. Help will reach Tao Yuen. Now keep your promise, old man. The old man nodded. Here, these magic orders will bring the gods to your aid. Use them with care. Tai Tai is a dangerous enemy. The nostril of Changshun's loyal stallion flared with excitement. The monster demon came roaring down from the mountaintops. Changshun braced himself. Tai Tai, he shouted. Give me back Chinkit. Tai Tai's answer was a blast of foul air that nearly swept horse and rider away. Changshun charged at the monster, the first magic order in his fist. The first order called on the god of the wind. Changshan threw the wooden talisman. In that instant, the valley was swept with gales. Tons of rock and dirt, torn from the mountainside, filled the monster's mouth. In a fury, Tai Tai turned his two arms into vicious snakes. Changshan pulled the second magic order from his belt and hurled it. The thunder god loomed black in the sky. With one lightning bolt, he shattered the snakes, tearing off Tai Tai's arms. Tai Tai fought back with his fiery eyes, scorching the earth around the white stallion. Changshan, throwing the third magic order, called forth the god of fire. With a power 10,000 times stronger, the god of fire blinded Tai Tai. Filled with terror, Tai Tai groped to escape. His giant legs carried him from crag to crag. Changshan used the fourth magic order. The earth-shaking god twisted and heaved the mountains. Tai Tai was trapped in a giant crack. It shut like a vise, crushing him. Only Tai Tai's spirit remained. In a last desperate attempt to escape, it slipped out and flew skyward. Changshan raced after him. He threw the fifth magic order into the air. The god of truth appeared, and in a burst of dazzling light, destroyed the spirit of the demon forever. Changshan leaped from his horse and ran to the cave where Chinkit was captive. Tai Tai's demon retainer still guarded her. With the sixth magic order, Changshan called forth the goddess of love. The demons were no match for her gentle power. With joy, Changshan embraced Chinkit. The two lovers walked out of the cave into utter devastation. The valley was empty of life. We do not need the seventh magic order. Changshan tossed it away. The god of life comes, Chinkit gasped. Their whole world began to spin. At first, a formless vortex. Then, from the edges, a stream of living things until the desolate valley was transformed. Peach blossoms! Chinkit took Changshan's hand. It is another Tao Yuen. Can we stay here? And so they did. There, in that lovely high place, blessed by the gods of the celestial heavens, Changshan and Chinkit made their home. They raised their children to live in respect and wisdom, guided by the four characters that were talismans of their valley: faith, obedience, kindness, love.
So thank you for reading with me. I hope that you enjoyed the 7 magic orders as much as I enjoyed reading to you. Just remember that faith, kindness, and love can get us through difficult times. Take care and see you next time. Aloha wau ia'oe.